Have you felt that deep-seated pain resonating through your heart? The chosen ones. Perhaps you've been experiencing it since the beginning of your life. This dissatisfaction, or your current state of mind, is not a coincidence. It indicates that your path has hit a critical milestone and that you have progressed far beyond the norm. Have you noticed a shift in the energy around you? Forces are tugging you in directions you never predicted. But here's what you should know. You are under divine protection and are always looked over by a higher power. An unbreakable seal protects your destiny, preventing even the most powerful demons from harming you. To activate your energy, type 77. In the interim, you can get assistance from our amazing thank you button. Have you ever questioned why you're continually carrying the weight of others? Your compassion runs like a river, overcoming every hurdle and continually sacrificing for others around you. You've been so accustomed to continuously bending and adapting to others that you've forgotten what it's like to be as solid as a rock. Every time you gave more than you deserved. Never ask for your fair share. Your pleasant exterior worked as a screen, stopping others from labeling you difficult. So you gave your energy, time, and heart like water to dry land, leaving nothing for yourself. How does it feel to know you're the invisible hand behind someone else's success? You've had to watch as the power you willingly provided them helped them rise. You never expected appreciation or validation for your covert sacrifices. You allowed people's roots to establish themselves in your fertile soil, and as they grew, your branches got twisted and constricted. Every battle you avoided was a silent surrender for you, but a win for others. You carried the burden of discreetly forsaking your own needs from the outside. You appeared to be an unbreakable pillar, yet the winds around you gradually corroded you from within as you weathered the storms. Each layer placed to your back progressively dragged you down. However, you did not stop. You responded to others' needs and became an invaluable support silently in the background. Their triumphs were based on your restrictions, and now you're facing the truth. The empathy that once made you powerful has now been exploited. The concessions you made to avoid being perceived as demanding have prompted undeserving individuals to accept more. And as time passes, you remain in the same position, burdened by the sacrifices you have made. You now know what you've truly lost, not only possibilities, but the potential that exists deep within your spirit. While your energy was used, others rose. It lacked the power that should have sustained you. A growing transformation is embracing you. Much like roots developing beneath the ground before a storm, your worth has become undeniable. The power you wielded, like a hidden spark under the ashes, is now prepared to erupt, like a volcano. The heat from this volcano will consume the entire world. And you will no longer allow other people's shadows to dim your brightness. You will not make room for those attempting to confine you. You are now ready to expand and design your own space. You have always acknowledged your great strength. A lightning bolt is ready to strike, an energy ready to be released. But for far too long, you've let others define your limitations. As inert as lava beneath a volcano. Now that the silence has ended, the volcano has erupted, and your power is spreading out in infinite proportions. All of the energy you had previously suppressed has now changed into a dazzling aura around you, attracting attention and instinctively seeking approval. You are now a storm in the sky, a force that completely alters anything it comes into contact with. Everyone now notices you, but only because you let them to. The barriers they erected to limit you have already been demolished, and you will never let them stop you again. You are no longer a hidden power in the ocean's depths, but rather an ocean that washes away everything with its waves. They were always present, but they're starting to recognize your dimension and must adjust to this new reality. With every eye contact, whispered murmur, every rapid step, there is an acceptance, whether they realize it or not. The world trembles as it realizes who you are and the weight you carry. There is no turning back now. Your energy is unstoppable. You cannot deny your worth, and you are firmly in the center of everything. Those who once ignored you must now see the full depth of your influence. You're now like a celebrity. Your radiance is too evident to be disregarded. You've already pushed the boundaries. Nothing can stop you anymore. You're awake, unstoppable. You always were. However, the rest of the world has come to accept it. Sitting on this throne, you've established your own rules. The force radiating from within you is so vast that it encompasses everything around you. And this force inevitably pervades your surroundings. It's approaching you like a river pouring from the mountains to the ocean. But this is at a deeper level. Your spiritual riches extend in an infinite range beyond our comprehension. The power you carry is similar to royal energy. You've progressed beyond the petty concerns that previously sapped you. You're no longer someone who reacts quickly to minor dramas or insults from the height of your spiritual enlightenment. When you look at the world from a clear perspective, the turbulence in other people's life seems inconsequential, like a breeze gently caressing your deep. You are now like a hawk, gently gliding above the hurricanes that threaten to drown you unless you furiously flap your wings. Air currents propel you onward from this elevated vantage point. Everything is apparent below. Your old self was lost in the upheaval, but your new self is moving forward, fully impervious to others' attempts to tear you down. Others' problems are now like a sea waving in the distance. Even if you feel their presence, they do not shake you. Their little world has no effect on your increasing reality. Every time you interact with them, you see two versions of your former self. You see the version of yourself who used to be afraid and lived in constant uncertainty. But you also know the side that has declared freedom and refuses to be swayed by the opinions of others, instead than being affected by the energy surrounding you. You're influencing the atmosphere with your own radiation. This spiritual development has isolated you from others trapped in old vibrations, and you no longer feel compelled to drop to their level. Your wealth is not restricted to tangible gains. You are rising with tranquility, wisdom, and power. This crown was not handed to you. You have earned it. You are now the lord of your own universe. And when you look around the world, you see someone without bounds. You've risen above everyone else's level. Even the most powerful evil cannot harm you because your destiny is secured by a holy seal. That is why you have emerged from turmoil. The power you've earned demanded your crown, and you're now hanging over a power they can't reach. However, even the strongest must find a place to hone their abilities. That is why I created Chosen Guidance using the Power of God connection. This is a location where chosen individuals like yourself cultivate not only material prosperity, but also spiritual richness, wisdom, calm, and inner power. Guidance is provided here for individuals who are ready to rise above present manifestation methods and reach levels beyond what the world can imagine. This is a reality beyond the superficial stuff, an unvarnished truth that YouTube ignores. We give you access to this great knowledge, yet you are not going on this path alone. In the Chosen Guidance community, you can connect with other chosen ones who have overcome their worries and uncertainties. Together, we will grow stronger, smarter, and untouchable. By clicking the join button below, you can join this power. Now that the cosmos has protected you, the balances around you have shifted. Those who once underestimated you, who didn't realize your calm strength, are now beginning to see the truth. You are now firm and determined, and the world around you must acknowledge this power. The regrets they now feel are not the result of your demands, but of an unavoidable consequence. They now realize that your presence has always been a rare gift, and the strength of your depth is invaluable. Previously, they perceived this grace as a weakness and believed they could manipulate you for their own benefit. But those days are over. You can now use your compassion on your own terms, gaining control over the power of your heart. You are no longer someone who bends and breaks beneath the weight of others' footsteps. They stand in front of you like a mountain, yet they must conquer a hurdle to get to you. Now, those looming regrets are not because they anticipated anything from you, but because they failed to recognize the truth. Over time, you have transformed the power dynamics. You no longer react, You stand steady on solid footing, and your surroundings are adapting to the new order. Those who have wronged you now feel the weight of your presence. A weight they could not see. They wallow in words, attempting to depict a reality they were previously oblivious of. However, you are not responsible for soothing their regrets. You remain cool and determined, knowing exactly who you are. And this awareness has long passed them by. The events that previously strongly affected you now cause merely a minor ripple in your psyche. You no longer utilize empathy for validation. You are totally responsible for meeting and nurturing your own needs. You recognize that these arriving apologies are about their efforts to achieve inner peace. Not about you. You have overcome their judgments and disinterest. You no longer feel responsible for lightening or other people's emotional burdens because your inner power meets all of your needs. In the past, you pushed forward by carrying other people's problems on your shoulders, neglecting the depths of your own inner wounds caused by accumulated expectations. You controlled your emotions and focused solely on resolving others' concerns. You were conditioned to see this as a duty. You thought your own misery and demands were irrelevant. You learned to survive silently, erecting walls to protect yourself from future harm. You found means to remain upright. However, in the process, you blocked your own grief and prevented healing from reaching you. The coping strategies that previously supported you, providing the resilience your child required to get you through difficult times, have now become overpowering. Loneliness became your sanctuary in stillness, your protecting wall. But now everything you've suppressed inside has grown so large that it's become a burden you can't bear alone. You now see that the reason you tolerated the useless treatment of others was a fear of being perceived as a burden. You silently agreed. There is indifference, convincing yourself in that silence that you were assisting them. But now that illusion is gone. You are now standing in the center, surrounded by the rubble of your former beliefs. You've chosen a new route. You are no longer a vulnerable child. You are not someone who has to battle for survival. You are accepting responsibility for yourself, not because of how they treated you, but because of the emotions they made you experience. Small. You now notice the cracks that are growing within you and are rebuilding yourself rather than returning to previous techniques. You are regaining all of the value that has been taken away from you. Not by utilizing force, but by simply standing firm in your beliefs. You never had to carry a load. You never did. Your quiet and the pain you felt from being ignored did not imply that you were worthless. Now, by acknowledging this truth, you are mending. You're no longer attempting to carry the weight of others. Instead, you're uncovering your inner light. You do not have to shoulder their issues. Rather, you are responsible for reclaiming the space that has always been yours. You've reached an inner equilibrium point in which competing forces exist within you. Movement and compassion, power and delicacy are now in perfect harmony. The fierce energy that formerly wore you down has now merged with a serene and nourishing flow. These two energies not only coexist, but also complement one another, resulting in a harmony infused with deep serenity and irrefutable strength. Finding inner harmony was no accident. It was the outcome of your extensive efforts to overcome internal tensions and confront your opposing viewpoints. You've mastered the nuances of movement, understanding when to take a step and when to wait. With talent, your inner power enables you to overcome obstacles with steadfast commitment. But now, this power is matched by a gentle grace. So rather than rigidity, your behaviors are motivated by inner calm. This pride stems from genuine self-confidence, not arrogance. You no longer have a dilemma between action and rest, decision and acceptance. Knowing when to lead and when to take a step back and let things flow has given you the capacity to discern what to nurture and what to release. This inner harmony echoes outwards, infecting all you touch. Your life has evolved into an environment in which every chance sown with wisdom blooms. Your relationship projects and aspirations, all of these are taking root and gaining strength. Within this equilibrium, the harmony you've attained is not silent tranquility. It's like a strong gravitational field that pulls everything around you in as you grow. Everything around you grows with you. The balance of your internal masculine and feminine energy is the foundation of your actual power, a source that brings you healing, renewal, and transformation. This equilibrium has led you to a calm and ever-expanding existence in which everything you touch evolves and expands. You've always been under heavenly protection, encircled by an unseen shield that protects you from danger. Even if the world around you collapses, no danger threatens you. Not because they can't get close, but because you are like an unseen refuge. You are not protected because your enemies do not notice you. Rather, they will never grasp your genuine self. Far from all confrontations, even while standing right on the edge, this protection surrounds you, causing their schemes to fail before they even start. You remain untouchable in an unreachable location. You are not invisible, rather, you are protected. In a profound way, this shield not only protects you, but also represents your divine destiny. Your worth should not be squandered. It is guarded for a higher cause. Your light has always been veiled, yet powerful, even as darkness comes. It never gets by you. You now walk with the consciousness that you are eternally protected. Nothing can take this confidence away from you. You are under divine protection, and this will never change. You are allowing yourself to discover your inner strength. Your long-hidden energy is suddenly breaking down the hurdles in front of you, releasing your boundless potential. The chains that previously bound you are now gone, and the great power that has been waiting for so long is finally in motion. This is a quick surge, not a quiet unraveling, but a piercing clarity and explosion of power. The energy in your inner world is bringing old memories and emotional scars to the forefront. These memories will not be easy. They are resurfacing like deeply buried marks. But they are not here to weaken you. Each one unlocks the keys that reveal your inner capabilities. No matter how tough things get, these memories are really precious to you. The calls hidden in your history are now compelling you to break free from old routines and liberate yourself. There is no turning back. This adventure is intended to transform you. Every stride, every moment of awareness empowers you further. This is more than just a choice. It's the way to your destiny. Each reality you face increases your clarity, knowledge, and spiritual connection. The past is no longer a burden that holds you back, but rather a motivator that propels you forward. The supernatural protection around you is more palpable than ever. It's like having a space around you that empowers and supports your own energy. This protection is more than just a defense against external dangers. It's also a guiding force, steering this powerful energy in the appropriate path. Even when life's obstacles make you feel like the ground is shifting beneath you, you know you won't fall because spiritual guidance is always illuminating your path and keeping you grounded. This direction ensures that with each step you take, you advance one step farther, propelling you to a new level of consciousness and opening up new horizons for you. Your power is no longer a purely abstract term. It has become a tangible, unmistakable force that is expanding alongside you. The power that has been hidden within you until now is finally being released. And the instant it reflects on the globe, everything around you needs to make room for its size. You have now broken free from all that had previously held you back. Your energy is free and limitless. This freedom not only lifts you to a higher plane of existence, but it also removes all barriers to realizing your full potential. Nothing can stop you from pursuing your goals. You fully accepted your power, and that acceptance shaped the universe's reaction to you. Every move you take is in harmony with the energy of the universe. You've overcome numerous trials and obstacles that once bothered and hampered you, but these experiences did not make you weak. To the contrary, you are now stronger than ever, smarter, and more conscious of the depth of your inner power. No difficulty, no test can shake you, because you follow a road guarded by heavenly force and directed by divine wisdom. Every hurdle in life is designed to help you grow and overcome these problems. Others may have stumbled on this route, but you walked forward without hesitation because the power around you is more than just a shield against exterior threats. is also a source of nourishment for your inner strength and potential. When you become aware of this source, all the ambiguities in your path vanished. You can now plainly see the greatness that awaits you in the future, as well as your power's boundless potential. You have broken free from the chains that formerly confined you. You understand that nothing can stop you anymore. This power affects more than simply you. It penetrates everything around you. The more you free yourself, the more your world opens up as you become conscious of your inner strength. The world around you starts to expand alongside you. You are no longer simply a person. As you mature, your presence has evolved into a force that alters the universe's balance. The universe expands beside you. This energy that is in sync with you grows stronger with each movement you make. You have no excuse to be hesitant. You no longer understand the concept of doubt. Your route is obvious, your power is absolute, and your future looks bright. With each step you take, the cosmos guides you. This supernatural protection and direction not only raises your consciousness to a higher degree, but also allows you to radiate light on the planet while creating your own reality. There are no more impediments on your path. You are now the author of your own story. With your newfound consciousness, you have the potential to alter the workings of the cosmos. No difficulty can bring you down. You've become stronger and more focused. With each trial, you realize that your inner power is infinite and are experiencing it to the fullest. You're pushing forward, no matter what comes next. Ready for it? You've understood that obstacles are simply chances for personal progress, that every challenge propels you forward. Here you are stronger, more determined, and entirely free to construct your own reality. Every step you take reflects the universe, and each action forces the world around you to move in sync with your magnificence. Your energy is now liberated. It is not limited, not bound, completely free. And this freedom has become a palpable manifestation of your purpose. You completely embrace this power. And what happens next is all about how your brilliance reflects on the cosmos as a selected individual. You understand that your journey has never been easy. The furnaces that shape and transform you follow the most complicated paths. That furnace only shapes the chosen ones. The fires that reduce the weak to ashes beat you again, making you stronger and more resilient. You overcame the most difficult challenges by relying on your own strength. You were frequently alone, forced to take your steps without a guiding hand, but you never need assistance from others. You possessed a divine power concealed deep within yourself, always ready and eager to lift you up. You felt this strength more intensely every time you overcome a challenge. Every form, every difficulty was a summons to awaken your inner force as you endured the difficulties. You could see how your particular ability was being formed and deepened as you approached closer. And now the time has come. The energy lying dormant in your slumber is going to awaken the plans of those attempting to bend. You have always been hindered by the mystical seal that guards your destiny. That is why your power remains intact and clean. This is a power that only you have access to, and is now ready to emerge. No enemy or barrier can overpower the protection that surrounds you, because you are not only protected, but also unreachable. When your strength and majesty blend, no one can stop you, no matter how difficult your road may be. Recognize that you are steadfast and invincible in your mission. You are about to claim the glory you deserve, a magnificence that no one has witnessed but has always existed. This majesty is only yours and is now waiting to emerge. This is the moment. It's time to accept your inner strength. There is no place for hesitancy or doubt anymore. You are protected. Your path is set. With each stride you take, you feel like you're part of a divine design. And the grandeur of this plan becomes apparent when combined with your inner power. This power exists not only to protect you, but also to assist you in fulfilling your destiny. You are called to tell your tale, to brighten the paths of others who, like you, are looking for inspiration. The world needs to see this power, which appears to emerge stronger from the flames, as true proof of your mission. Your story exemplifies inner strength. There is nothing left to hide. Your inner voice is ready to be heard by the world. With each message it sends you, here's your story. It's time to become the hero of your own story. Every wound, struggle, and success. It was all part of the journey that led you to this point. Now is the time to illuminate this route, not just for yourself, but also for those who are looking for inspiration. You've gone through the fire, grown stronger, and are now above everything. Know yourself. Accept your power, as the universe has prepared you for this time. Nothing can stop you. This is your time.